What's that? What's that?
We're gonna do the stupid waiting thing over YouTube.
What's that?
Okay.
This.
YouTube's up and running.
Minute 10. What's that?
We're gonna do
Grabbing
the
a
stupid
beverage.
waiting thing over YouTube.
Thank you. Do I look better?
Nope.
Is up and running. I'm gonna stick with just the YouTubes because Facebook likes to ping my CPU pretty hard, and I left my fucking water outside.
So we're just on YouTube tonight?
No, we're on YouTube and Facebook. I'm only watching YouTube.
Oh.
Those are your buds.
That's where the
My
advantage
buds, you
of
need to put a
stream
sticker
comes
on.
in. And
There,
I'm wearing
just
green screen.
So you're my so what are you? You're now my makeup designer.
What, right? She needs to be you're getting the fuck ass in there in front of a damn camera.
Yeah. Thank you.
7 seconds.
Do what?
About to punch the button and punch it. All right. And here we are on another wonderful Wednesday. Again, this is the Angry Dandelion Show. I am Thumping Loud, joined as always by Super Kami Guru and Sewn Together. What's up, fellas?
Yo.
Hooty hoo.
Wait, no. That was a very bad yo, like nobody heard you. You sounded like you were off in the distance.
Well, good. I wanted to be off in the distance, maybe.
That's a little better.
I was looking over at other things, trying to adjust some things.
And we can hear everything off in the distance on your end, Guru, so we're solid as normal there. We're winning.
Yeah.
No awards on this platform, but
I will look at you all day. Get out of here.
hi, Guru.
Yo,
How's things?
I'm fighting with my makeup designer apparently.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she brushed my hair and stuff just a little bit ago. Started moving her around and stuff. I was like, what the heck?
Isn't that nice?
I was like, I didn't know I had a makeup designer. That's new.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. But I mean, keen to keep up the appearance, everything else. I don't know where you guys want to kick off at, man. What you got going on? What you been doing? How was everybody's weekend? Y'all got anything going on for the upcoming weekend, the Memorial Day weekend?
Oh man, I got big plans. Such big plans. I'm going to work.
Man, those are some big ass plans.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna go.
How
to
are you
work,
gonna contain
and I'm
yourself?
gonna do work while I'm at work, dude. I don't get to do that enough as it is. So I figured I'd take the holiday weekend and go ahead and do that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Man.
Sounds like a solid what?
Man, that sounds like a good time in my opinion. Shoot.
It won't be bad. It doesn't really bother me. I'm used to pretty much working every weekend anyways, so on with the
It's like, what else is new?
I'll just sip my water. I gotta be up at 4:30 in the morning tomorrow, so
that's that.
it'll be a hard 9 o'clock this evening.
Well,
Yay!
I'm gonna get pilled naked. I'm gonna get pilled naked with this citrus IPA that by Magic Hat.
Nice.
Right.
So see how this is. This is the first one of these I'm drinking out of this pack. I got a Magic Hat IPA variety box, and then I got a Ithaca Brewing Company sour box variety. And I will say that the sours were really good. That was only an 8-pack. Yeah, that was only an 8-pack, but the I'd had all 4 of those were pretty good. There was one that was raspberry and one that was like passion fruit. And they were pretty solid. Nice
I'm not much
sour.
for the fruit beers.
Well, with the sour, it as long as it's one of those like real strong bitter berries, they're not too bad with the sours. Fruit is not bad on that end. I agree when it comes to like your more traditional beers, like even with IPAs, like a fruit IPA is not a good thing, or a lot of other fruit beers tend not to be really good.
Fruity wheat beer.
No.
Fuck a blue moon. Fuck a dog. Burned up on me. Gone already. I don't even know where the hell it went. Whatever.
Actually, I heard a very interesting comment on one of the radio shows I was listening to the other day. I was riding around out in a Jeep, and I heard a guy make the statement of, someone fucking their dog. I got a problem with that. But if your dog's fucking you, I mean, hey, that's between like you and your dog.
No, I feel like I have a problem with it either way.
Right? That's what I was thinking. It's like,
I mean,
I don't know
personally,
about either way.
personally, I would have a problem with it if I was in any way involved in the situation. But
I guess it's the dog abusing you and you not abusing the dog is his logic?
that is his validation with the statement is that, okay, so he was like, so here's the way I'm looking at it. He's like, if it's somebody fucking a dog, he's like, there's a problem there. And, that I don't feel the dog's got the choice in that matter. But if it's
But does that mean that if the dog
is choosing
if the dog starts it, right? Is it okay then at that point because it's consensual? Because obviously the dog started it for you to turn around and.
That's what he's saying. He said for the dog fucking you, I guess that's between you and the dog. I mean, if you said okay to the dog doing it.
I mean, I feel like, I'm going to have to stick with Son on this one. I think it's fucked up no matter what, bro.
What movie is that where the old lady... That's Joe Dirt, man. Where his foster lady... He'll finish soon enough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
It was.
Exactly. I guess it would narrow in one of those situations like that. But yeah. I was like, wow.
Man.
I was like, that was right there on the radio. Middle of the day.
Oh, what's the world coming to?
Consensual dog sex is what I'm comprehending at this point.
Only if endorsed and perpetrated by the dog.
Yep, dog has to start it first.
It's got to be the initiator in that moment.
That is still fucked. And like, no matter how you look at it.
All I know when any dog tries to initiate anything with me is getting kicked because it's an unwelcome advance.
You're allowed
file rape charges against a dog.
I mean,
That's the
we
next
might be
question.
getting to that
Yeah,
point.
but the question is though, how many times do you think that would actually happen? Because everybody's at
File
least
rape charges against the dog's owner.
well, I mean,
Wouldn't that mean that you would be
say-
filing rape charges against yourself?
No, wouldn't that mean that, like in the case of like when you've been over to somebody's house and their dog
I ain't
humps?
fucking my own dog, and my own dog ain't fucking me. So no, I'm talking if someone's dog is humping your leg. That's where the premise I'm on.
Can you file sexual harassment or
Yeah,
assault?
sexual assault against the owner for not controlling its dog. I was violated.
Your dog violated
Let's
me.
go ahead and do the rape kit. I'm sure you'd find semen on your leg. Albeit dog semen.
Show me on the doll where the dog touched you.
At least trace fluids.
Look,
This
these
dog is
fluids
slowing
on
down.
my leg was unwanted.
Yeah, man, that dog has
And look
has
at that.
victimized its last human. As far as I'm concerned, at that point, going to jail.
Jesus.
It'll get shanked in the pound.
Oh, dear Lord.
The other dogs will, shank it somehow.
I mean, it depends on what gang he gets into.
That's true. I mean, there's all different kinds of gangs in the pound. That's what I want to see, dude. I want to see that movie. I want to see a dog prison movie where it's dogs at a pound, but like a look who's talking thing.
Oh,
Look
man.
who's talking prison. Can we bring back Kirstie Alley for that?
Oh, dear Lord.
What's the other guy's fucking name? I forgot who his name is already.
Wasn't Travolta in that?
No. Look Who's Talking wasn't Travolta.
Look, as long as they don't do any more reboots, because I'm getting sick and tired of reboots.
Was the dude from Police Academy? No.
Which guy?
It is Travolta.
What movie?
You're right, it is Travolta.
Yeah. This guy.
I don't know why I was thinking it wasn't fucking Travolta.
I don't either.
What, and Guess Who's Talking?
I'm mixing up dog movies.
I'm talking about something else.
I'm thinking Turner and Hooch over here while we're talking about Look Who's Talking Now.
Wasn't Look Who's Talking Now? Wasn't that the baby one?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the... Isn't that the dog? I
No,
don't
that one's not the dog movie. Homeward Bound was the
No, there
dog
was,
movie.
there was
Yeah,
one
Look
where
Who's Talking's the baby.
Look Who's Talking's the baby.
And then Look Who's Talking 2, I think, was the dog.
That was probably Look Who's Talking Now, though, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly which one of them was which. I know that
I'm
there was
looking it up.
talking
The
stuff
dogs talk
going.
in Look Who's Talking Now.
And that is the second or third installment of the Look Who's Talking series.
It was 93. Look Who's Talking 2 was 90. It's the third installment.
Bam! I was like, I don't think that's two, but
Yeah, no, it's Look Who's Talking 2 is the one with twins. I think it is.
yeah, I think you're right on that one.
Yeah, and the other one has the female dog and the male dog. The male's dog's name's Rocks because it shits on the floor. I'm pretty sure I'm accurate with this.
Wasn't
It's all coming
Roseanne?
back.
Wasn't Roseanne Barr the voice of one of the twins?
Maybe.
Yes.
One way to find out.
Yes.
IMDb.
She was. You don't
I-
even have to
I
look
think
it
she
up,
was-
bro.
Roseanne
I know.
was Julie,
Yeah.
and Bruce Willis was Mikey. Damon Wayans
Yeah.
was Eddie. Gilbert Gottfried, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mel Brooks does the Mr. Toilet Man voice. Great job,
Nice.
Mel Brooks.
I forgot about Mr. Toilet.
There we go. We're winning all kinds of awards now, folks.
Once again, we have dated ourselves.
Oh,
We're
yes,
talking
because-
about movies from the late 80s and early 90s.
We knew way too much.
Well, it's one of those things that back in those days, man, we lived out in the sticks and had the giant rotating satellite, motorized rotating satellite. So all summer long, you're either outside riding dirt bikes or getting into trouble on the countryside, or watching the same movie every 3 hours because you could catch the east at your time, and then you get 3 hours later, you just rotate to west and watch those same movies again.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, Major Payne, Blank Man, Meteor Man, those kind of
All
things.
All of the stuffs.
Watch those so many fucking times, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The High School High was a good one.
All of the stuffs.
I think I've said this before. Whatever. I'm old. I'm going to repeat myself.
A lot.
He's gotten senile. That's okay.
I'm going to tell everyone the same story over and over. Remember that time?
It's what I do in my age.
That's the next episode, ladies and
Fucking
gentlemen.
my day. Yep. I mean, we're already 51. Actually, ran into. So I had to go to Sam's Club this morning to pick up some stuff. And as I'm walking out, I'm wearing my chef coat. Some dude just stops. He's like, "Hey, you a chef?" I was like, "I cook and I run a kitchen, sure." And he's like, "You buy mushrooms?" I was like, "Yeah, I work in a kitchen. We use mushrooms." He's like, "I just started growing these lion's mane mushrooms. They have great medicinal things for people with Alzheimer's and dementia and all kinds of stuff like that." He's like, "Would you be interested in something like that? What do I need for you to be able to purchase stuff for me? And if I were to grow something, how much of it would you use? And would you want me to grow something just for you?" It's like, first of all, do you have a license? Are you a licensed purveyor in the state of Ohio? He's like, no. I was like, then I can't buy from you. But then he wanted to sit and talk to me for like 20 minutes after that. And I was like, dude, I just want to get back to work. Yeah. Dude trying to sell me mushrooms in Sam's Club, but legit, like, produce mushrooms.
That's interesting. Like that's a wild occurrence.
It is.
Where you just randomly a dude's like, "Yo, you want to buy these mushrooms?" And he's literally talking about like,
You're not at some backwoods hippie fest.
yeah, he's literally talking about like portobellas, lion's mane.
He's like, what's the mushroom you use most? I was like, button mushrooms, because that's what our menus call for. And I had to explain to him like the whole operation, so he understood that I use maybe 20 pounds of mushrooms every 5 weeks. You don't want to grow mushrooms for me, dude. I said, but if you get your license, call the campus, ask for me. I would buy some of the lion's mane mushrooms just to try them out and use it as a thing to talk with the residents about, especially since it supposedly has properties that help to deal with dementia and Alzheimer's.
Which, if there's a little bit more science into that, don't you think that would shift in what your campuses would be using?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it, because it's not. What we do is it's to promote better health in a sense and meet certain nutritional guidelines, but what we do is more about making people happy and giving people what they want versus what they need.
Yeah, but if you just rotated the mushrooms out that were in the food,
It'd be a texture thing, because you're dealing with like roasted mushrooms, cream of mushroom soup. So you're running into a texture and a flavor thing. Is it going to have that? So I'd want to try them out. I guess I've never tried
yeah,
them out.
yeah, I'm kind of
And
intrigued by them too. Now I want to start like kind of figuring out the difference between what you're using now and that lion's mane mushroom. Like how much of a difference that is.
from to a button mushroom here. I'll show you a picture of the lion's mane mushrooms, because I did a little bit of
Oh, you've already done a little bit of the research.
because
Okay.
someone's going to talk to me about something and it sounds interesting. I'm going to.
Well, yeah, you already got me triggered on it.
Hmm.
I get you.
Let's see. Should we go with medical news today? Healthline.com. Very well mind. Neurohacker.
Let's go neurohacker.
Or what
Be-
about fungi.com?
There you go. We can do that too. Fungi.com. That works.
They're selling capsules. Oh, I have seen these. Yeah. Okay, that's a better picture, but I'm going to Backed by Science blog. Kettle and Fire. Let's go to the dumb place. These are fucking crazy looking mushrooms, man. But I have seen them before. Let me get the web show stuff queued up here. There we go.
I'm literally going blind right now. You can see.
I was about
Yeah.
to say that light is
It has
hitting
just
you.
been-
I was
He did-
wondering if that was like your green screen fucking up, or is that just your window?
It's his window. I saw it as it was happening, like him just getting blinded by it.
Woo!
Yeah, I thought your green screen was fucking. I was like, is it me? Is it you? That's what took me so long to get the damn website pulled up, to be honest with you.
It's like I'm looking at him. It's shit.
But that's a lion's mane mushroom. Look at that weird little thing. So you're going to have a definite different Used in China and Japan. Supports memory, focus, and concentration. Promotes increased energy levels. Supports insulin sensitivity. Supports gut health.
Yeah, these are all sound things that you would figure would just kind of gently be incorporated.
Well, this article sucks.
Yeah, but you're not sneaking the lines of mushroom into anybody, though.
We're going to Neurohacker.
Based on that image, though, you're not sneaking that mushroom in on nobody.
No,
Nah.
not by any means.
No. People are going to be like, what is that?
Although maybe I should have some of it. Improves memory and reasoning. I'm gonna have to eat a bunch of them. What was I just saying?
for the reasonable part or the memory part?
No, you know. Little column A, little column B.
Yeah, both, man. Decreases glutamatergic transmission, decreased neuronal excitability, and excitotoxicity. What the? Excitotoxicity. Whatever those things are, man. This one's too scientific. I'm too stupid for this. Moving on. Very well mined. That sounds layman's term.
It's going to be even harder to.
Antioxidants. Hooray! I know that word because it's been dropped on me a million times.
Yeah.
But it does say here it can help with Alzheimer's, anxiety, depression, high cholesterol, inflammation, Parkinson's, and ulcers. Also supposedly strengthens the immune system, stimulates digestion, and protects against cancer. Well, I guess I really need to.
As you're lighting one up, you know what I mean? Like as he's lighting.
That's because he sarcastically smokes now.
I do it just so I can eat these mushrooms. I'm doing my own science test. I'm going to smoke a bunch of cigarettes, eat these mushrooms, and see if I get cancer. If I don't, then it's the miracle cure.
Try explaining that to your doctor. You're lying to me. I don't have cancer. I've been eating these mushrooms. What? Excuse me, sir?
I eat 3 pounds of these fucking things a day, Doc. You telling me they don't work?
He's gonna be like, those have got to be some trippy mushrooms. You're fucked.
So this very well-mined article is the best one.
What he'd do is probably tell you that if you really wanted to get the benefits out of that particular mushroom that has cancer curing or easing properties, that you would have to have dried it and smoked it in order to get it into the lungs in order to be able to use the medicine.
Have either one of you actually tried that?
What? Smoking mushrooms?
Yeah.
I had a buddy.
I had a buddy.
Those particular mushrooms? Are you talking about?
No, we're talking about different mushrooms, but we're gonna leave it at that, you know. But I had a buddy of mine that tried to do that once.
Those particular mushrooms?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those particular ones.
Wow.
He's got a buddy who was trying to smoke one up, son.
Ever done that?
I had a buddy of mine try to do that once. I was like, "You're an idiot."
Like, him after that?
Huh?
Did he get to smoke them, or what happened? Like,
it just turned into like this kind of metallic look.
Yeah, but how did he act after he smoked it?
Fucking same. I don't think it did shit to him.
Oh. Well,
I'm assuming that it's a chemical in the mushroom, so you're going to need to ingest it. I would think
exactly.
I would think you're burning it up, breathing in.
Well, see there, yeah, but see that's just it though. Is there a variant between that chemical and psilocybin versus THC in marijuana? Because in order to activate THC, it needs to be warm.
Go addictionresource.com. How to smoke shrooms.
Oh dear Lord, there is actually a thing for this.
Yeah, and what's funny is Addiction Resource is telling you how to smoke it. Is this one that promotes addiction?
It's like we agree. Addiction, not
Yo, man, you got an addiction. We'll tell you how to enjoy it.
we want you to maximize the benefits of the subject. So here you go.
All he did, like I watched him as he was doing it. All he did was take it, crumble it up a little bit, and just dropped it in
So
the pipe.
reportedly, a few users claim that this strategy increases the effects of fungi and helps them achieve the desired result. They crush them or grind them and often mix them with weed and put the mixture in a joint. So first of all, this addictionresource.com doesn't even sound very medical at all because yo dog, you crush that shit up and put it in your weed, man. They're not like they crush it up and mix it with their marijuana.
No.
And they're like, dude, put that shit in your weed.
This is the website foraddicts.com.
This is what makes
This
it
was not
really
done by
good.
doctors. This was
No.
not done by doctors or scientists.
This is the wiki.
At all.
This is the wiki of medicine.
Okay, so now we're in theory a person can smoke shrooms, but the effect would not be nearly as intense as when they are consumed raw. So
Exactly, because
my
it's
thoughts are
technically
true.
you're food poisoning yourself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is where my question was. Are would they be just like marijuana and
Right here.
Yeah,
and can it be activated?
through that process instead. Yeah, I would.
Because there's
I
a
want to
difference
say
there.
no
Marijuana-
because
Marijuana's THC has to be activated before it can be consumed. Because people have said even just eating raw marijuana does
I
nothing.
gotta take this phone call.
Mhm.
But even
I mean,
even the raw matter does nothing. But once it's activated, it can be used in butters and jellies and all kind. It's got a whole list of ingredients once it's activated THC.
right.
But that was where my question was: is our shrooms work? Do they work the same way? But you can eat those and they work. So would it be basically burning off the active ingredient at that point?
I want to say
Ingesting it, but just burning it off? Like the heat would essentially actually vaporize the active ingredient
I would.
to no usage? Like almost to cremation point where that it's gone?
Like I said, whenever he dropped it in his pipe and lit it up, it turned into kind of like a metallic. He was able to get some smoke off of it, but
That was probably just the organic compound of it, like the
melting
material,
down. Yeah.
the material itself, what it turned into. But I'd almost be willing to bet that did he eat the silver ashes after that?
Nah.
He should have maybe tried that.
That
That way the experiment could have been complete. Like the next day he should have tried to eat the stuff that was in the bowl that he smoked. That way you could see if maybe that's what he did was extracted it all to that ash.
Like I pretty much used my friend as a guinea pig at that point.
Yeah, well that's why I'm saying you should have had him do this the next day.
I should have. I didn't think about that.
Friend, I should have fucking showed him how to do some shit.
I mean, I didn't think about that, but now you bring that up.
You're like, well, now you got to eat the ashes. If you're saying that didn't do nothing, you got to eat the fucking ashes. Maybe it's all still there.
Maybe.
That would have been exactly what I would have told him. I'd have been like, you got to do that. You do it. No, man, you started this journey.
I'm just here to jot down notes and call the hospital if anything happens.
Yep.
Like,
You start acting like a cop on him at that point. This is just for the safety of you and others around you.
mhm.
We're gonna monitor this situation.
I mean, it wasn't just me with him or anything else like that. Everybody else was like looking at him kind of funny too. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm gonna try this. I'm like, okay, you let me know.
Yeah.
I'm here for you if it goes bad. Like, I'm right here.
So I'm gonna go to work for a little bit.
Oh, great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what to do because I've got the live stream, but
Well,
I actually need to go in.
I've got the radio stream, so this I have to stay with. That
Yeah.
necessarily you don't have to stay with.
I mean, I could just leave it up, but it's going to continue to stream forever.
Yeah, and eventually it'll just turn into your green
I
screen.
was
Yeah,
about
I'd
to say
shut
at
down
9
my
o'clock
camera.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
At 9 o'clock I gotta go. So it's just gonna be Angry Dandelion
Well, this
all night.
is the wildness of
Well, some stuff went down that I gotta go take care of. I'll tell you guys in private, but I'm not going to announce it over the web.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done.
Alright.
This
And
for
I'm sorry for people who are watching, but life
yeah, for
calls.
all of you in the YouTubes or the Facebooks, this has been the Angry Dandelion Show, and if you're interested in tuning in, find us on ironicradio.com.
Post a link in the chat. Or ironicradio.com.
Yeah, ironicradio.com, and that should get you over to be able to listen to the live feed.
We'll still be talking.
Yeah,
Alright, catch you later. Sorry, guys.
yeah, man, it happens.
No, you're fine, man. You take care of what you need to take care of, buddy.
Alright.
I've got board
Thanks,
gaming.
folks,